guys, Joesnowmobiles here, working on this 1999 Lexus RX300 V6. My wife complained about the engine stalling and basically a lack of brake. Meaning when you step on the brakes, it was like the booster for the vacuum, there was no vacuum for the booster, so she was having to really step really hard on the brake when the car was dying. What I read was it's the variable valve solenoid, or variable valve part that goes bad on these, and there's two of them, one on the left hand side, one on the right hand side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the cover and I'm going to try to locate where those are at. I've already ordered the new parts, and as soon as those come in, I'm going to get back to that. But to start with, let's just locate them and see if we can loosen them, get them out, and so it'll be really easy to put the new ones in when they come. So let's get started. So you need a 5mm Allen for these screws in the front. Pretty simple, 5mm. Just go ahead and remove those, and they just look like that. It's just kind of a goofy looking thing, but anyways, set them up there, get them out of the way. And this car has 152,000 miles on it. So it's probably due for those. Everything I've read, it's very common for those to go bad. All right, so we got those three out. I believe I've never even worked on this engine before. I believe all you do is you pop this off. There's some sort of there might be some sort of connector under this Lexus symbol, is what I was told, but I'm not totally sure. Yep, there it goes. So that just pops out. Hopefully I didn't break it. Not exactly sure how that works, but we'll see, I guess, when we put it back on, if it goes back on correctly. So now to locate, okay, I've already located one. It's down here. That's a super easy one to get to. So my guess is the other one is either on the opposite side. And it is. So there's one facing this direction into the front half of the motor, and there's one facing basically down that direction into the back of the motor. So I do believe with just removing a couple of these hoses here, which have some hose clamps, we can easily get to those parts, which is great. That's going to make our job a whole lot easier. Alright, so we've got a lot of the parts. So I've already, like I said, I've already disconnected this, and you just pinch that and pull it off. Take this hose off here, put that up out of the way. So you're pretty clear to get to the first one. The second one is basically right down through there. So there's a few other hoses and things that I think if you could just unclip a few of these things, you could probably just move this around out of the way nicely. Matter of fact, this little hose can probably just pop right off, boom, and that's disconnected. Then I can easily get to the first one here, which is right there. And then the other one, it looks like, I think if we disconnect here, if we disconnect this here, and I always recommend videotape yourself, because then you'll remember how everything goes back on. Pretty simple to know. Let's see if we can just kind of twist this. Sometimes these hoses, since they've been on there for many years, they don't want to move. So you just got to help them out a little bit. Let's see, I hope this isn't a fuel rail or something. I don't think it is. We'll find out in a second here. No, just some sort of vacuum line. All right, move that out of the way. And then I can almost get to that other one already, but there's a couple other things going on here, which I think if we remove just a couple of these fittings, we'll be in really good shape. So that just disconnects from that. And let's see here. No, can't quite get that one off yet. I think we can squeeze this one though. I think we can squeeze this fitting and get this piece off of there. And then might have to do the same thing with this just to kind of break it loose. Sometimes the rubber and plastic get kind of stuck together over the years. You just kind of got to work it free. There we go, heard it pop. So now let's see if we can pull it apart. Look at that, beautiful. We just have to take off this hose clamp here. I think if we can get this hose clamp off, we can get to the rest of the stuff on the car. Okay, so this one I think it might pop off. I think it's already kind of loose. Let's see, yeah, there we go. All right, so we got that one out of the way. Perfect. And this one we can kind of just pull up here and up out of the way. Now, got easy access to the other fitting there, and this one here, super easy, super easy. And all you gotta do is push down, I believe push down on this little button here for the connector, and let's see, push it down and it should just pull off, but yep, pulled right out, perfect. All right, I've got a screwdriver, should be able just to push that, there we go, push that connector down, and there it is, popped it off, no big deal. All right, so let's get a long extension for that one, 10 millimeter, and we don't need a long extension for that 10 millimeter, but that should do it. Okay, so I've got, looks like I've got a 10 millimeter here. Just get that on there. Make sure you're going to the left. It's already loose by hand. These can be a little bit difficult to get out, but there's the screw from it. And again, that's it right there. So what I'm gonna try to do is just work it back and forth a little bit and also pull on it. See if we can't get it out. Before I do that though, I'm gonna go ahead and remove the other one. But I'm gonna use a long extension just to get down in there and make it easy for me. And it's already loose, so I'm just gonna spin it loose by hand. They're short screws, so be careful they don't come out and you don't drop them. That was pretty crazy. I got that one out, but so anyways, now I've got both of those out, and you might have to get a little screwdriver maybe behind the fitting right here just to see if you can maybe help it out a little bit. Oops, and I'm bending the fitting, which I'm not too worried about because I'm replacing it anyway. But these things are in there pretty good. I thought they would come out easier, but I guess I was wrong. I think I'm going to disconnect this hose too because it's kind of in the way. It's kind of in the way, and it's easy to do. And I don't have the right tool. Need a better set of pliers to do this, but too lazy to walk back over there and get them. Now, the question is, are these going to come out? And I think I've got this one. Okay, here we go. Good news. There's our first one. That's our first one there. That's what it looks like. And that little rod inside moves back and forth whenever you attach power to this. And so sometimes they don't open all the way. Don't know exactly how they work. All I know is when they're not functioning correctly, your car doesn't run very good. So I'm going to take that out. I'm going to take my rag, kind of twist it up a little bit. I'm going to poke it down in the hole so we don't get any debris in there. I don't want to get too confused. I don't know if there's a difference between one or the other. It looks like there is, and I don't think you can get them screwed up because I think the way that the bracket and the plug is aligned, it only goes in one direction. So let's see if we can get this other one out now. There we go, there it comes. So don't give up hope. They will come out. There's the other one. All right, guys, so here's the other one. I took it out. I wiped it off. Someone called me right in the middle of my video, so I had to stop, but that's what it looks like. Let's see, if you compare the front to the back, they're a little different, right? So they don't match up. So that's how, there's really no way to get them confused. They only go in one direction. So anyways, I took it out. I put the rag in there to block it off until I get my parts in a couple days. And then I'll put all the hoses back on, show you guys how to put everything back in. But pretty much the same in reverse, installing it, as it was taking it out. So hope that helps you guys. Don't forget to subscribe, like, hit that thumbs up button. So thanks again for watching.